Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr in the next round. This time we are going to play a campaign mission called the Geothermic Power-Nexus, and what that's all about we are going to get in the mission briefing. I've halted the offensive and the victorious Imperial forces have regained momentum. Alas, the real bloodshed is just about to begin. According to an intercepted message, the next plan of the rebels is a suicide attack against the Geothermic Power-Nexus. There must be an even more sinister force behind the prophet than I had thought. And we shall get into how man the mask. I love it.
Inquisitor, the main routes are still blocked by the rebels. Our men have engaged them, but it could take a while until we can break through.
Death in the line of duty is the most honorable sacrifice. Send in more guards.
I can assure you that we will spare no fire or manpower to get through. However, we can't use heavy artillery, otherwise we will destroy the routes for our own troops.
There's no time for squabbles. Tell the PDF to press on. I will defend the sacred cogitator chamber as long as I can.
May the Emperor be your strength.
Well, we will sow the... Oh man, that's the bloody Alpha Legion. Those guys, at least in our Let's Plays, we haven't seen before, and I think he looks, again, absolutely amazing. I mean, Newcore Games had the big-ass advantage that all the models and everything is actually already predefined by Games Workshop, so getting all the models done isn't that hard, but the farb scheme and everything I think looks so great. And as I always say, that's always my humble little opinion, but I think that the game developers of course caught to be precise, or catch actually, the Warhammer 40k style, the universe, not only the darkness, the sounds and everything really nice, and it is fun to be in that world in a, well, in my opinion, relatively good game. There have been so many bad Games Workshop games out there, and I should say Warhammer games actually, not Games Workshop games, so we can be really lucky to have a one which is actually fun and has a fun campaign. And there you see what happens if your suppression rating gets really low, or actually to nothing. Not everything, but rockets, for example, or grenades are knocking you back. That of course ain't good and, well, not great. So let us fully regenerate and pop them enemies down. I think that sounded really weird, but anyhow. So there's a Tarantula autocannon, or autocannon, but there would be no need to use it. Alright, got that signum. That skull is down. And let us ramble through them like so. I already sense that that is going to be one heart of a fight, and that, for me, there's at least one thing I don't want to say feared, but I have expected. If you remember, the first couple of missions of the campaign have been really easy, and as you can see, for example, this mission, you can see how far, or how fast, that is actually what I wanted to say, our health bar is going down. So they are steadily increasing, of course, with the power rating. I assume the difficulty of the missions, and everyone who said, well, it's too easy, no, it's getting harder, at least how I play the game. Maybe I'm the only one who's sensing that, but so be it. So some credits there, of course. Nice, nice, nice. So, through the right or the left? I think on the right side. Okay, there's a brother. No, he's just a normal guy. I for 1 second because of the... I thought I saw a red shimmer upon him, or above his head to be precise. So I thought he would be a champion, but I was wrong there. And... okay, the champion packs should be more on auto-generated maps and not campaign maps, I guess. So, second Legion guy is a sniper. And we have not, as of yet, engaged a traitor marine with a sniper weapon, always with heavy weapons, flamers or close combat weapons. So I think that is something I like actually in terms of diversity of enemies in the game. With simply said, every legion theoretically should be the same as an enemy type. They just look a little bit different, but with giving them different types of weapons, they bring, in my opinion, really diversity in the game, as well with the Black Legion and the shielding there, which is nothing too special, I shall say, but something different and a different enemy to fight against, and that is quite nice, I think. So I risk it and do not take a inoculator. Nice. Alright, let us regenerate. Oh, I missed you, sorry. So come on, HP, come up, come up, come up. We want to go on. Alright, we have to face one Ogrin or Balgrin as well. That's not really cool. Goners, everything is gone. And we are nearly at the cogitator. And that is one thing you can say about the melter gun, of course, as much as you can say it has a slow firing rate or whatever. I think it is really nice against the armored targets. And you have to say, this guy with his shield, of course, is pretty damn good against every hard-hitting weapon, so... let's go through them. And I know the game is now out for a couple of weeks. A couple of weeks? Yes. A month now. I think even a little bit more than a month. Sorry. And I think what really brought much to the game, I can always say, thinking back a year ago, where you basically had no missions which were directly connected with story. You had your random generated missions out there which were, you had really no connection. You were just, the only goal at that time, for me at least, I can't speak for everyone of course, was to get at it and upgrade your power rating and go up with the power rating. So that is now quite cool that you have for the story, that you have a connected story with a certain goal. And yes, I know we had investigations back in the day as well, which were a little bit more like story, and if I remember correctly, you had a loose story which connected the different investigation missions, and with the taking, you know, saying what you want to do, like torturing, or not torturing, but like luring the enemy in a trap, or just engage them directly, which didn't have anything, which had no consequences at all at the missions, but made just a small connection between them missions. So that was the only kind of missions. The other things you did back then is going after missions, making one purge after another, and then go for, you know, something else, or go for equipment. So that feels now really cool to have the connected missions, and that is the big part the game was missing. And to be honest, half a year ago I personally was not sure how neocore games could connect the missions, or make the missions at the state of the game back in the time. I really thought, is there even coming a good story or anything like that? But quite cool it came, that is all I can say. So I'm now quite cool that oh no, I sense we are going to die. I of course am going to place tarantulas. Let's place them there. So there are waves incoming, and I need to save my tarantulas, because as you can see they are taking the damage, and of course they are dealing damage. That is the really nice part. And the good thing is now we actually have two. That is really nice, although instead of the blessing I would have... oh no, we lost one. So what we need to be looking out for is the melter guys, which you can see can be really annoying.
We are still in the mire. Death to the traitors.
But I have to say, I think that at least here I put the tarantula gun to the right, what did I want to say, to the right side, because as you can see the great part is the enemies are coming through a tunnel there, which makes it, of course, you know, you can shoot at more enemies at less space, and that is, I shall say, pretty damn dope. Now I'll have to change the site quickly. The minefield of course helped out a lot. Okay, the champion, he's killing too many guys of us. That ain't nice. So we have completed half of the second wave. That is quite a good feeling. We have plenty of guardsmen, which gives me a nice warm feeling around the heart, and hoping we can make it. One little critically point I'm having here, that I think the cooldowns between waves seem to be a little bit too long. I would like it more if there would be less downtime. That really would be amazing. And I'm going to place one tarantula on this side. So we have lost both of our tarantulas. Hopefully here we are regenerated fast, so we can place another one around there.
All units detect a 44.5% increase in energy traces and locomotion signatures. 97% chance that this is the full force of the attackers preparing for a final assault.
Alright, I'll just trust him there. And in the sheer amount of guardsmen we have now, or what is sheer amount, but at how many guardsmen we have, I sense quite a big wave incoming. So let me quickly take this guy down, and then I switch sides. Nearly down. Okay, these are just Nurgly demons. They should get dealt with quite easily. The good times, at least the small downtimes, of course help out to get the heat down of your heat-based weapons. But this right now is an off time. I would have liked to have shorter, really shorter. I don't understand why it takes so long for them enemies to come. Maybe I'm just a little impatient there. That all is of course possible. I give you that. So let me arrive. Still a orbital strike at our hands, which I shall use gladly when the next couple of enemies are dropping in. And here, the amazing part of the map, of course, that's an absolute dead zone. Although the placing, well, it doesn't have a corner, so there you could, there it wouldn't be able to get in a dead zone. Anyhow, so please, yes, all you guys, line up. You are perfect. Get in line, and all just get killed. We place an orbital strike here, like so. I don't know whether that was good or bad. And the blessed one shall get down quickly. So the blessed one is down. And that nearly was the end of the wave. So just a couple of enemies remain, which we shall kill off quickly. The orbital...
True hero, Inquisitor. We are humbled by your dedication. Reinforcements are on the way. We can take over from here. New intel received, Inquisitor. The monitoring of Vox transmissions during the battle helped our data sets locate the coordinates where the rebels sent numerous messages. Location: Vismar Minoris.
Then we have our next destination.
Alright, exiting. What I wanted to say... I forgot. Oh, sorry guys. But anyhow, quite a nice mission. Although I think the part with going to the Cogitator was a tiny little bit too long. But overall, I liked it. I enjoyed it. So let's see, we have a signum. That is really, really amazing. Okay. So in the next episode, you guys, we of course go on with the Viper's Nest. And we are nearly at the end of this investigation. And we take now a quick look at the signums. We have 26. Okay, that was one of the lesser ones we found. No, I'm not using that. I'll use this one, of course. And 36, of course, is a major upgrade here at hand, which we of course will use. And I will put in that because of the health regeneration. Absolutely amazing. 32, to be honest, I am inclined to switch them up. 28, 27, at least those ones. I even thought about switching this one out, but in the end, no. Okay, guys, that then, for now, brings us, sadly, to the end of this episode. And you beautiful people, as usual, I really thank you for watching. If you guys have enjoyed this episode, then why don't you give me a thumbs up and subscribe? And I will hopefully see you in the next episode. Until then, have a nice day, stay frosty, bye.